Girl, y'all gotta get on this because Gina Huynh just exposed Young Miami for allegedly getting pregnant with Diddy's baby and getting rid of it. Miami has been bragging about how she and Diddy went together real bad and they were going to last forever and ever, and it looks like her relationship with Diddy went deeper than we knew about. And Gina is here to tell the whole story, and she has a lot to say. Now, y'all know that Gina and Miami don't like each other, so you already know that Gina is coming with some spicy tea, so let's get into it. Okay, so if you're wondering why Gina is exposing Miami like this, it's because she has always felt like Miami replaced her as Diddy's boo thing. I know y'all remember how she and Miami used to fight over Diddy on social media and how messy it got between them. At the end of the day, Diddy picked Young Miami over Gina, and word on the streets is that it made Gina salty. Y'all remember when these two went at each other on social media because Gina posted a picture of her and Diddy, and it sent Miami into a spiral. Miami didn't like this, and she took to Twitter to accuse Gina of chasing clout, saying, "Somebody please give this B some attention." Gina replied on her Instagram stories, writing, "If anyone's seeking attention, it's you. Suck my D, I don't give an F." Miami replied saying, "Attention. B, I am the attention, let's be clear. Notice me please, B. Go sit down. We see you, relax. It's okay, you've been around, just around for years. You've been waiting on this moment if he can't make you famous, I ain't. Ian arguing with no B that got cheap lint ball carpet in their house effing on a billionaire. You freaky a B." But the worst part was when Miami threatened Gina with a freak off and wrote, "If I wanted you to eat my pee, Diddy would have had you on your knees. You a eater. Gina, you been down bad ever since I came into the picture. You been crying for a baby for 10 years. You been around as a B that eat P and D when he feel like it. You a eater. You the same B that was crying on Tasha K because you wanted a baby pour sushi." That was messy. But let's not forget that Gina also got pregnant twice while she and Diddy were together, but he allegedly forced her to get rid of it.
Now, when we spoke the other night, you said that things had gotten so serious that you became pregnant. Not once, but twice, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When was the first time you became pregnant with Diddy's child?
The first time was October 2014.
Okay. So this was like, what, a year after?
No, not a year, but because I met him in February and then I got pregnant in October.
Oh, so the same year.
The same year.
Okay. And you mind telling me what happened with that pregnancy?
I told him, and he was like, "You're gonna get it, right?" And then I was like, "I don't know. I don't know yet." And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him, and I was like trying to prove that I wasn't the girl that wanted him for money.
Okay.
I just care about him.
But now the streets are saying that Gina is claiming that Young Miami got pregnant with Diddy's baby when they were together. And just like Miami, he supposedly forced her to get rid of it because he didn't want another child after the twins. This explains why Miami crashed out hard on social media after Diddy welcomed baby love back in 2022 with a woman named Dana Tran. At first, Miami tried to act unbothered, but it soon became clear that she was low-key pressed about it. But she went from being pressed to crashing out hard when DJ Academics clowned her over it on Twitter. Academics tweeted, "Diddy different, my man done messed around and had a side baby on his harem of side chicks. Brother love a real one." This made Miami mad, and she put him on blast saying, "I'm nobody's side B, let's just make this clear on this good Monday. I don't come second to no B. Academics, my name ain't D, so keep it out your mouth. You the type of man my uncle doing life sentences for. You sit your fat scary butt in the house all day talking online, come outside, police booty boy." And Academics clowned her right back saying, "Misdirected anger. Brother love wouldn't approve of this behavior. I ain't the one that had a side baby on y'all, so relax." The Academics replied, "Young Miami mad at me for pointing out the obvious. You said you and that man go together real bad. That man had another baby with another woman. You the side chick, so don't get mad now. At least you get hella gifts. Live or life queen. Also, you tell us your business lol. Of course we gon' comment. Nick Cannon women would never be having a mental breakdown the day when he announces a new baby." Miami then clapped back with, "Who having a mental breakdown? You talking on me, punk. Who having a mental breakdown? Who? I'm trying to figure out when was I mad or having a mental breakdown. I'm in La La Land with with my feet up smelling my flowers. Y'all mad. You the one screaming at your screen calling me out my name, punk. At first, we thought that she was crashing out because Diddy cheated on her with another woman. But now, with Gina's supposed claims about Diddy forcing Miami to get rid of her pregnancy, the math is kind of mathing about why she crashed out. Diddy eventually came out to show support for Miami, and he indirectly threatened academics for clowning Young Miami. He tweeted, "Young Miami is not my side chick. Never has been, never will be. She's very important and special to me, and I don't play about my shawty wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. So think what you want, but know that if you do something to hurt mine, I'm gonna come to your house and we're gonna talk about it like human beings. Love." Now, we still don't know what exactly a shawty wop was, but his statement scared academics into dropping his antics on social media. It also satisfied Miami temporarily because she stopped crashing out on social media. But y'all know that wasn't the last time that Miami crashed out, because she was also named in a lawsuit by one of Diddy's victims who claimed that she got pregnant with Diddy's baby. Now, we don't know for sure if Diddy was going to let her keep the baby or not, but he didn't even get a chance to make a decision because Miami allegedly stepped in and bullied her so hard that she lost the baby. The court documents claim that the victim, who chose to remain anonymous and file as Jane Doe, was allegedly forced to take substances at Diddy's house. It said, in July of 2022, Jane Doe traveled at defendant Combs' command to his home in Los Angeles. While in defendant Combs' bathroom, Jane Doe was compelled to ingest an unknown substance. Jane Doe later learned it was or contained the and/or other substances, which caused Jane Doe to black out and lose consciousness intermittently throughout the night. Jane Doe did not consent to ingesting and/or other substances. She went on to claim that while she passed out from the substances, she woke up with bruises all over her body, indicating that something bad had happened to her while she was passed out. She wrote, Combs would make her perform a show for him and would ply her with alcohol and substances until she passed out. It went on. She would wake up with bruising and injuries, but with no recollection of how she sustained her injuries. This continued until July of 2024. She claimed that she eventually got pregnant with Diddy's baby, which caused Young Miami to allegedly her until she had a miscarriage. The document said, shortly thereafter, Jane Doe took a pregnancy test, which was positive. The lawsuit against Diddy continues. Jane Doe informed defendant Combs of the positive test. Koresha Brownlee, defendant Combs' associate, Jane Doe, by repeatedly calling her and telling Jane Doe to have a termination. Jane Doe suffered a miscarriage and did not speak to defendant Combs or his team for approximately 3 months. She got dragged for filth after the lawsuit was filed, and as bad as it sounds, I guess we finally know why she did what the lawsuit accused her of doing. Now, with Diddy allegedly forcing her to get rid of her pregnancies while having babies with other women, you'd think that Miami would leave him, right? I mean, she's always bragging about how she's a city girl and no man takes her for granted, but it doesn't look like she has any plans of leaving Diddy anytime soon. If anything, she seems to be even more determined to stick with him. When the jury deliberations started after his federal trial, she made tweets saying, "My love for you run deep. I really don't care how I'm perceived, and that's why I act the way I do. Who are y'all to have an opinion about me? Lowell and 1111, God please." And the moment it was announced that Diddy was found not guilty on the greater charges of RICO and she took to social media to celebrate. She posted the viral Justin Bieber "Clock It" meme, and her meaning was loud and clear. She also tweeted, "1111 and driver, take me to Chanel." Y'all already know that she's about to be all over Diddy once again, and she is not even trying to hide that. And if Diddy allegedly forcing her to get rid of the pregnancy wasn't enough for her to dump him, then nothing will. But anywho, y'all drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.